Hi everyone. Sorry about that. I actually just had to get on the phone with Spectrum and they're sending somebody out today. So let me see if I can get through this live without any interruptions. And it's so funny because on the other live, I was talking about how technology keeps failing me and I'm not really sure why. I know there's a new moon on Saturday, but I don't know if that's what it's about. So let's try this again, because this is a really important message that I have to get out today. It's on my mind. It's on my heart. It has to get out. Come say hi. Again, if you're watching, please let me know if you can hear me. Last night I tried to go live and it didn't work. I was talking for a good 2-3 minutes until I realized nobody could actually hear me. Don't you love when that happens? All right, just sharing to my business pages, guys. Hello, hello. All right, I'm going to try to get through this live without anything happening. Thanks for the heart. Thanks. I'm assuming that means you can hear me. I really, really hope so. Okay, cool. I'm going to assume that you can, since there was a heart there. So I'm going to begin. For those who are just joining me, and don't really know who I am. My name is Justine Luzzi. I'm a intuitive coach and spiritual mentor. I help people help heal themselves, get spiritually connected, and empower their intuition to live a more aligned life. And perfect. Thank you for saying that. You can hear me. Great. And I do all of these things because I try to help people create a life of emotional freedom. And along with emotional freedom is a certain emotional archetype called being empathic. And I'm an empathic supporter. That's somebody that feels energy very deeply. So if you resonate with that, let's chat. You can always message me. And yeah, that's kind of what I do, right? So, yeah. Okay, enough about me. Let's talk about the topic today, which is one of my favorite topics. I know I say that all the time. Can I take a sip of coffee? Hold on. And I almost feel like I'm going through this kind of fast because I'm so afraid that the broadcast is going to get interrupted. So let's hope it doesn't. So, okay. So I titled this live, You Know the Truth by How It Feels. And for me, that statement is very true, especially as somebody who's highly intuitive. I know how the truth feels, and so does everybody, right? So what does that mean? So I believe that your emotions are directly connected to your soul and intuition, which is what your intuition is the channel to the soul. So it's actually its own communication device, right? And that's kind of how I interpret it. As far as intuition goes, I like it because it's a compass that everybody has but doesn't use, and it really does come from something bigger than ourselves, and it's obvious most of the time. And when we say that, when we get confused or we're in a place of lack of clarity, it's only because we're not listening. That's the only reason, because I believe we have all the answers at all times, right? It's just up to us to be quiet and to actually listen. And when it comes time to listening, it's really important to listen, not only to the intuition, but how we actually feel about certain things. So it's really a tool for letting go of what doesn't serve us anymore. And I think it's so important because we don't just have emotions to have emotions, guys. Like, it's nothing that happens in this universe is by accident or anything that, is a coincidence. Everything, it happens for a reason. Everything has purpose. Everything, it's, you're not feeling angry just to feel angry, right? That's not how feelings work. That's not how universal law works. It's you are angry for a reason. It's up to us to figure out the reason. You are feeling trapped for a reason. It's up to you to figure out the reason. And that's really where self-awareness and consciousness come in, right, guys? Because we need these tools to really understand ourselves and understand what is happening in our lives, and being able to decipher what we let go and what we don't. When you're not in alignment with your intuition, there are two things that could actually happen, and maybe you guys can resonate with this. The first thing is the universe will make it so uncomfortable for you. You're going to have to let it go. And I'm really better with examples, and I use jobs all the time, right? How many times are we in jobs that we just do not align with? They are not helpful to us in a growth perspective. There are, for me, I've been in a lot of left brain jobs when I'm really a right brain person. And it's just your energy gets depleted by doing something that's not in your alignment. And so, great message. Love it. Thank you. So, and I'm sure you resonate, right, guys? Like, this makes a lot of sense. So the universe will make it so uncomfortable for you, you have to go. And that's your intuition yelling at you, right? Lovingly yelling, right? Saying, this is not the job for you. This is not the job for you. And then the ego comes in. You need the money. You need the health insurance. All of this stuff. Chatter. And, it kind of manifests into like a very, very uncomfortable situation, right? And that's kind of how it happens. And the second way that it happens is that the universe lets it go for you, right? Like, how many times have we been fired from jobs and it was such a blessing? And if you don't think that way, it's definitely a blessing. And I don't know if you guys follow Gabby Bernstein. She's a really great spiritual teacher. She wrote this book, Spirit Junkie, that kind of, I think, was her first book, maybe. I'm not really sure, but it's definitely the one that changed my life. But basically, she says, every time somebody gets fired from something or let go from something, you don't say, I'm sorry, you say, congratulations, because the universe is just pushing you in a different direction of more alignment. Give me some hearts or likes, if that makes sense to you guys. So, your body, your intuition, it already knows the truth by how you feel. And let me tell you guys, that feeling of relief, you might have fear, right? If something happens to you, like example, if you get fired, you might have some fear. Thanks for the hearts. But you know that you're on the right path when you have relief, right? I'm going to repeat that. You know you're on the right path when you feel a sense of relief. And that is the dominating feeling, right? Because your soul knows that you're back on the path. And that's a really, really incredible feeling. It's that feeling of bliss. And I've done it live. That's happiness versus bliss. What's the difference? Definitely go back and check it out. You can check it on my YouTube channel. But it really, really is a blessing. I'm telling you guys. I know you might not see it because you're thinking about paying your rent or whatever's going on. But it really, really is. So when I say that, you know the truth by how it feels. It will always feel expansive. I think that's my favorite word. It will always feel like a relief, expansive, love. All of those are under the same umbrella. So it's really, really important to know your truth, because then you can live that life that's more aligned. And I think it's really, really important to listen to your intuition so you can get more clear about this. Especially, I have a lot of people coming to me and they say, I'm confused. I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing. I don't know if I'm on the right path. Listen to this Facebook Live. I'm telling you, expansive, and for me, it feels fun. Yes, fun. That is a great word. So is joy. Guys, if you're not finding joy in your everyday life, something has gone wrong, right? We are meant to live on this earth and feel good. I think a lot of people think that it's a struggle to feel good. It's a series of choices to feel good at the end of the day, and a series of the next right aligned choice, right? Because if you quit a job that you hate and then you just go to another job that you hate, I mean, it's going to be a change, right? But is it aligned? That's the key word, I think. So, so if you're having lack of clarity, lack of direction, confusion, this is the live to listen to. And I encourage you guys to share it on your pages if you have some friends that are going through something. I have a friend that's going through something, so she actually really inspired me to do this live. And I'm actually in the process of letting go of something that doesn't serve me anymore, and I am scared to death. But guess what? I'm counting down the days, and that feeling of relief is overpowering that fear. So obviously, I know it's the next aligned step for me. So I'm excited. So I encourage you guys to go out today and kind of look at where in your life you're not finding joy, not finding fun. Where are you feeling, how do you feel when you go to work? That's actually a better question, because then you can kind of write down the emotions and kind of figure out, are you on an aligned path? Are you where you want to be? Do you desire the work that you do every day? Just ask yourself that. And, I always say, people say, oh my God, I don't know if I should break up with my significant other or not. And I always say the difference, the main question you should be asking yourself is, does this love expand me, or does this love restrict me? And that's the same thing with the job. Does this job expand me? Does it help me grow? Does it help me find fun and bliss and joy? Or does it really take me down? And that's really kind of what you have to ask yourself. So at the end of the day, guys, you know the truth by how it feels. This is what this means. Listen to your feelings. We have them for a reason. Nothing happens by accident, right? So please, please, please listen to those feelings. Be brave enough, be vulnerable enough to listen to these feelings and really get yourself on a more aligned path. And I know you can do it. Anybody can do it, as long as they are truthful with themselves, right? I'm all about truth. So hopefully this helped, guys. I'm so excited. I went through this whole live without being interrupted. Thank God for my good service. I called Spectrum, and they said that they're sending out a technician at around 1 o'clock. So hopefully it'll be more on point the next couple of times I do live. So, all right, awesome, guys. I will see you guys. Today's Thursday, probably next week. Thank you so much, and you guys enjoy the rest of your day. Bye.